On this edition of SU TV News, assault reports pop up across campus.
Learn why gardening can be so beneficial.
And in sports, NDSU crowns another All-American.
This is SU TV News, and it starts now.
Welcome to SU TV News. I'm Kayla Reamer.
And I'm Allie Weary.
NDSU student government is tackling an everyday dilemma many people face on campus.
After more than a year of planning and discussing, they are ready to execute this more than $100,000 solution. SU TV's Nicole Johnson has more.
Student government representatives and the Northern Bicycle Company have created a pet project to solve a common problem: transportation at NDSU.
There's a lot of bike shares that are run by cities, but this is the first one that's going to be predominantly designed around the students' needs. So that'll be kind of neat.
We just understood the program. We went to Minneapolis to see the nice ride, how they work, and we thought the benefits, and we were just like, that's a great thing to bring to campus.
The Student Senate voted 23 in favor, 2 opposed, and 2 abstained to enact the bike share program.
Transportation is something that we hear in student government for the past over 5 years. I think every year that issue comes back, and we have the transportation forums, and people are just like parking issues and how we need to do something about it.
Well, what's more fun, to get into your car, drive around and search for a parking spot, or just to throw your leg over a bicycle and have a nice ride downtown?
The project was created to fix problems, but some say it will make an even greater impact.
I'm imagining like a freshman orientation tour. It's going to have a visual impact. They're going to see that, and it's a positive step.
If they could choose between, for example, NDSU and another school that doesn't have it, they're just like, that looks really cool, and I think that's something that's going to bring more students here.
But with Fargo's cold winters, this cannot be a year-round fix.
Between 7 and 9 months, it depends a lot. If you look at last year, we didn't have any snow until December.
Multiple local businesses are making contributions to funding, but students will still be paying for bike share.
If you break it down, each student is paying 20 cents per credit to have the bike. If you add it up, it's going to be less than $5 per year. And when you think about that, that's not a lot of money for the benefits it's going to have.
Nicole Johnson reporting.
The bikes are right there. Jump on them and go.
SU TV News.
There will be bike stations located at University Village, the Memorial Union, Berry Hall downtown, and other locations for student use.
The Fargo Police Department is investigating a reported assault and robbery of an NDSU student. At 2:30 this morning, a male student was struck from behind and his wallet was taken. He was walking to his off-campus residence at the southeast corner of the NDSU main campus. NDSU is reminding individuals to walk with others, avoid contact with strangers, and report suspicious activity to law enforcement.
On Sunday, a 20-year-old NDSU student told police she was abducted and raped. She went on to say a man in a ski mask forced her into a vehicle in the HR parking lot on campus, assaulted her in a different location, then returned her to the same lot. It turns out that's not what happened. The alleged victim, Mary Gullickson, was instead acting out a rape fantasy that she arranged with a man online. Gullickson told police it was rape because her boyfriend forced her to file a report. After the report, another man stepped forward to tell police he also talked with Gullickson about the same act, leading police to discover the truth. Filing a false police report is a Class A misdemeanor, and she faces up to a year in jail and a $2,000 fine.
North Dakota now has the toughest anti-abortion laws in the United States. North Dakota Governor Jack Dalrymple signed 3 bills limiting abortion. The first bill bans abortion performed solely for gender selection and genetic abnormalities abortions after a detection of a fetal heartbeat. Dalrymple acknowledged there likely could be legal complications. The Red River Women's Clinic is North Dakota's only abortion provider. They have contacted the clinic's attorneys and Center for Reproductive Rights. The laws will not take effect until August 1st.
Today, the City of Fargo announced where students can go to sign up to help with the upcoming sandbagging effort. In the past years, individuals went to the Memorial Union, but city officials decided to select a more student-friendly spot. Students will meet at Jitter's Coffee Bar and get bused to Sandbag Central. Students are discouraged from driving because the area gets too congested. It will begin on April 3rd from 3 to 7 p.m. and last 10 days. The city offers a program called Denny's Buck for Bags. Nonprofit groups like fraternities and sororities can be reimbursed for hours they spend sandbagging. After the break, taxes get a little less stressful for students. We'll show you that after this week's 7-day forecast.
Welcome to SU TV News.
Welcome to SU TV News.
Welcome to SU TV News.
SU TV News is a production of the Bison Information Network, North Dakota State University's student-run television station. We promise to bring you all the latest news and sports from the campus of North Dakota State University. Watch SU TV News on Cable 1 Channel 14, brought to you by Stop and Go.
Hey, I'm Mariah, and I'm at Bus because not only does it save me money, but with 20 different routes, it makes getting around Fargo much more convenient. I'm at Bus. Do you?
SU TV News is brought to you by Stop and Go. Stop and Go. We're always there.
Welcome back. Income tax season can be a very stressful time for anyone, but especially for college students. Thankfully, there is a campus service that is doing its best to ease the burden.
SU TV's Mariah Stevens has the story.
Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, also known as VITA, is a free service preparing and e-filing clients' federal and state income taxes at no charge. James Clifton, an assistant accounting professor, has advised the program for 12 years.
We want to help anybody with taxes who really needs the help and has trouble affording it. That's really what we're trying to do.
It goes beyond just being a task or a job to be done. It also leaves more than just a sense of accomplishment.
I don't know, it's a real feel-good experience for me.
5 accounting interns were trained to oversee this process. Ben Thompson is one of them, and he feels very confident about this experience.
I think this is a good thing. We're pretty well prepared, I think, from the classes to do these.
Not only are the clients getting benefits, but the students are as well. This program serves to get these students ready for the accounting career field.
So basically applying everything from the classroom last semester to a real-world example.
Many of these examples are international students. They especially have a hard time finding tax services.
The local preparers in the area are very unfamiliar with a U.S. non-resident tax return. So they're going to charge a lot to do one.
Luckily, these costs aren't a concern for students like Mexican native Juan Vargas Ramirez. Having this service right on campus is extremely helpful.
It's my second year using the service, which I think is very helpful. It probably takes like 15 to 20 minutes to get everything done. So I would recommend every international student to come and make use of the service.
This is Mariah Stevens reporting for SU TV News.
This is the first time since the program launched 15 years ago that everything can be done online. This not only increased productivity and efficiency, but lessened the likelihood of mistakes.
It's not just about the students at North Dakota State University. The dedication of the staff is getting recognized too. Every year there is an NDSU Staff Appreciation Day in honor of all they do for the university. The events are put on by NDSU Staff Senate. This year, they have decided to step up their usual events. Typically, there is an ice cream social in honor of the staff, but not this year. They opted to an open house event where staff could come and go as their schedules allowed.
The work that they do goes unnoticed. They're very important because oftentimes the staff are the front line. They're the people that really make that first impression on campus. And they do an awful lot behind the scenes as well.
Another staff event is the annual Staff Recognition Luncheon on April 12th. This is an event that recognizes individuals rather than the staff as a whole. Many overlook the value of a healthy and enjoyable environment. One NDSU alum did not. The Mary McConnell Gunkelman Recognition Award was created in 1987 by Miss Gunkelman's late husband, John. The award's purpose is to honor a student or faculty member who significantly contributes to maintaining an enjoyable environment on campus. Mary made it a mission of hers to incorporate these values in her everyday life from her time as a student and throughout her unselfish life as a wife, mother, and active citizen in the FM area. She believes students had a better chance of attaining their full potential if they were working and living in an enjoyable environment.
It's very important. We find that students succeed where they're happy, and so that's our goal on campus here, is to make it a happy, healthy environment for everyone.
Nominations for students or faculty members can be made on the Staff Senate portion of the NDSU homepage. The recipient will be announced on Wednesday, May 1st.
Exercise. Exercise doesn't have to be sweating at the Wellness Center. A fun way to get healthier this spring is through gardening. The average 150-pound person burns 369 calories an hour through gardening activities like planting, weeding, and watering. Planting a vegetable garden is cheaper than buying your greens from a grocery store. A packet of seeds can cost less than $1. Vegetables contain the most vitamins when they are fresh, so eating vegetables straight from the garden gives you the best health benefits. Gardening can also be a stress reliever. NDSU is hosting a gardening workshop in Lofsgard Hall on March 30th. The all-day event includes activities like home remedies for gardeners and flower arranging. And coming up on NDSU Group breaks new ground after this week's campus calendar.
Welcome to SUTV News.
Welcome to SUTV News.
Welcome to SUTV News.
SUTV News is a production of the Bison Information Network, North Dakota State University's student-run television station. We promise to bring you all the latest news and sports from the campus of North Dakota State University. Watch SUTV News on Cable 1 Channel 14, brought to you by Stop and Go.
Jitters is your home for quality coffee drinks. Whether you crave an espresso, iced coffee, mocha, or macchiato, Jitters has just what you need. Now featuring breakfast foods like caramel rolls, bagels, and more, be sure to get your day started right. Located on 12th Avenue North, Jitters has a friendly, relaxed atmosphere with Wi-Fi capability to get all of your studying done on time. Get your fix only at Jitters.
Hey, I'm Mariah, and I'm at Bus because not only does it save me money, but with 20 different routes, it makes getting around Fargo much more convenient. I'm at Bus. Do you?
Welcome back to SU TV News. Worldwide, there are nearly 14,000 American Legion posts, but NDSU is making history with the first ever college-affiliated American Legion.
SU TV's Bryn Nelson has the story.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
The NDSU American Legion Group has been around for just over 6 months. They have a unique goal in starting this group.
We're trying to lower the median age and market it specifically towards younger veterans, specifically for needs such as suicide awareness, mental health awareness, and community involvement.
The American Legion on campus is important for many reasons.
We see that there's a need somewhere for veteran awareness on campus, so we decided that we needed to make an organization that really embodied that, and the American Legion was exactly that.
Membership forms and a quick synopsis of the post can be found at the Military Service Office in Ceres Hall, room 211. Any veteran who is NDSU alumni, student, or faculty is encouraged to join.
It's a really great opportunity. I mean, there's a bunch of people in my National Guard unit in this organization also, and it's just a really great way to meet people and veterans that will go out of your way and help you with things that you need, and there's so many connections, and it's awesome.
The Relay for Life, Medieval Rush, and Warrior Dash are just a few activities Troop 400 is involved in. Helping the community is important to this group for many reasons.
Not only to raise awareness, but to promote togetherness, to really promote the brotherhood that everybody did embody in the military, and to make sure that veterans are not forgotten.
Bryn Nelson reporting, SU TV News.
Currently, the post has 30 members. They hope to have between 75 and 100 by next year.
Yoga pants are a popular trend that many female students can't seem to get enough of. This month, popular yoga wear company Lululemon has issued a recall on their popular pants. The company's black yoga pants are being recalled because the sheer fabric is revealing more than what most women would prefer. According to analysts, this marks the 4th problem with the quality in the past year for the Vancouver-based company. One local yoga enthusiast has seen the quality decline over the years.
I've seen the product sort of decline over the years as far as just the quality of the product. So I'm not too surprised, I guess, that something like that would happen.
Lululemon doesn't know why the error occurred because all of the pants passed the quality insurance test before hitting store shelves.
Teacher Appreciation Week is upon us, and NDSU students should be thinking about the dedication their professors provide.
This week for Sidewalk Stampede, we set out to ask students what they appreciate about their professors.
That professors are willing to go the extra mile outside of class with like office hours and stuff, and are willing to help out if you're stuck.
I really appreciate kind of having a smaller class and being just really familiar with my teachers and like interacting with them as if they're friends.
One of the many things I think I appreciate about my teachers is probably how much they care about you. Most of them generally give you pretty good feedback, and most of it comes from the heart. So
they're very, very helpful, not only in the classroom but outside of the classroom. They take time out of their busy schedules to make sure that our ensemble work is 100%. Make sure that everything sounds great.
Well, I'd have to say that teachers really have helped me land a bunch of internships to help me get along.
Well, I would say when that guy said something about the small classrooms, I like that better because you get to interact with the teachers more. Joining us now is Morgan Lubin, sports anchor.
Yeah, thanks, Kayla. And back to teacher appreciation. Disappointed that Paul Nelson retired, moved down to Florida, one of my favorite professors. So shout out to Paul Nelson. And coming up in sports, we'll take a look at some history made on the wrestling mat. Sports is next.
Jitters is your home for quality coffee drinks. Whether you crave an espresso, iced coffee, mocha, or macchiato, Jitters has just what you need. Now featuring breakfast foods like caramel rolls, bagels, and more, be sure to get your day started right. Located on 12th Avenue North, Jitters has a friendly, relaxed atmosphere with Wi-Fi capability to get all of your studying done on time. Get your fix, only at Jitters.
Your campus, your news, your sports, your way. SU TV 84. When you're on the go, we're always there. When you need your campus updates, we have them your way. Bison sports updates, campus news. And when you have a second, we're always there. Stay updated, catch highlights. But when you need your biggest news...
This is an SU TV News Update, brought to you by the NDSU Bookstore. This is SU TV News, and it starts now.
Your campus station, SU TV 84.
We're Force fans because we love coming to the games. It's very affordable and the whole family enjoys it.
We're Force fans because we enjoy coming to the Force games. It gives us something to do and look forward to every week.
This is Force Hockey.
SU TV News is a production of the Bison Information Network in conjunction with North Dakota State University's Department of Communication Broadcast Program. For more information, go to www.ndsubin.com.
Welcome back. Over this past weekend, senior wrestler Trent Sprinkle finished a historic career at NDSU by doing something no wrestler has ever done before him. For more on the Bison's newest All-American, we go now to SU TV Sports Director Jake Cheetah.
Since moving to Division I, the Bison wrestling team has not missed a beat. The team has gotten better every year, and this season was no exception.
We want to continue to, be that team that you got to get through to win a title, and that's our goal.
This season, the Bison became that team by securing a share of the conference title and sending 4 wrestlers to the NCAA tournament. One of those wrestlers was senior Trent Sprinkle.
I mean, he's kind of a natural leader to our program. He has been for a long time. I think his success has really helped promote, his ability to lead our guys.
Sprinkle managed to do something that no NDSU wrestler has done since moving to Division I, becoming an All-American.
Having the teammates and coaches and family, everybody so excited, I think that's what made it so, it just made it so exciting.
He managed to do so by beating 3-time national finalist and 2-time national champion Matt McDonough.
It's like if NDSU beat Alabama, you know what I mean? It's huge.
Sprinkle also ends his career with 109 victories, second all-time for a Bison. But through all of this success, he thanks NDSU.
I love NDSU. It's just a great little community we have here, and I'm really grateful that I can make them all proud.
Trent Sprinkle was a leader in many ways to all Bison wrestlers.
He's a class act, and we're just happy that he's a part of our program, and he was able to lead some of our young guys and really show them what it means to represent our program in this university.
Jake Cheetah reporting, SU TV Sports.
Sprinkle will stay in Fargo and start grad school at NDSU in the fall, but no plans to help coach wrestling have yet been discussed. The Bison softball team has already canceled 6 games this season, and inclement weather is not making scheduling any easier. Last weekend, the Bison had to postpone 3 games in Kansas City due to snow. This weekend, with Shelley Ellick Sports Complex still buried, the Bison sacrificed 3 home games and travel on the road. The 3-game series against IUPUI has been moved to the Creighton Sports Complex in Omaha, Nebraska. These games will be the first conference games for the team after the postponed Kansas City games and 3 games canceled against Omaha a few weeks ago. The Bison are scheduled to return home April 16th. Bison Baseball is also struggling to play in Fargo after already canceling their first home game of the season. On March 26th, the Bison were scheduled to have a home game against Concordia, but canceled the game completely due to snow. That is the second game the baseball team has canceled this year. NDSU Facilities has begun to clear Newman Outdoor Field and expects to be ready for the game April 9th against Minot State. If the field is not ready, the team has room to cancel one more game in order to reach the 56-game maximum set by the NCAA. The Bison will travel to Minneapolis this weekend for a historic game, with the Golden Gophers moving outside. The 4-game series this weekend between NDSU and UND will be the last collegiate contest to ever take place in the Metrodome. This will be the first time that the Bison will play in the Metrodome since a 2-game sweep of the Gophers last March. UND will be trying to end a 4-game losing streak this season and a 5-game skid to the Bison. The Metrodome is scheduled to be torn down early next year to make room for the new Minnesota Vikings Stadium. The new stadium will be designed to accommodate a baseball field. The Bison volleyball team has seen some new members on their coaching staff. The team lost 2 assistant coaches so far this offseason after Jason Reed was hired as the head coach at the University of Indianapolis and Sherry Davis resigned. Sarah Round was hired this week to take over for the opening left by Davis. Round was an assistant for the past 3 seasons at Green Bay. Her main job will be able to help the Bison with defense and passing. But guys, back to baseball and softball. Games getting canceled due to weather like snow. It's tough to see. We want to see those guys out there in action. At least I know I do. Snow's making it tough to do that.
But the snow is melting, so that's a good sign. But hopefully the flooding that we're going to have won't impact the season anymore.
Yeah, well, I'll be sandbagging probably. Well, coming up, superheroes filled Century Theater this week. More when we return.
More than 400 million people use Facebook to stay connected with family, friends, and colleagues, in addition to the millions of others who use Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Flickr for networking purposes. While Facebook and other social media sites are great tools to help you connect with friends and build networks, you should also be aware of the potential dangers associated with using these tools. So, let's talk tech.
First of all, always be mindful of what you and your friends are posting online. Nothing online is private, no matter what security settings a website may boast. Anything posted online stays online. So take time to consider what you and your friends are putting online before you post it. For example, do you want your potential employers or your current boss to see embarrassing pictures that your friends have posted? There's also the question of how much information should you disclose on a social media site. Posting too much personal information could lead to lost job opportunities, harassment, internet stalking, and identity theft. Don't publicize information that the public doesn't need to know. Finally, you should think about who you want to see those things you've posted online. By evaluating the appropriateness of the privacy settings on your social media site, it is recommended that you customize your settings such that only your close friends can see your personal information, such as your home address, email, and phone numbers. Ideally, this information should not even be online. Additionally, social media networks frequently update their security protocols, so be sure to review and update your security settings regularly. With these precautions, you will be well on your way to enjoying a safe and secure social networking experience.
Welcome back. It's a tradition that's been around the NDSU campus for more than 85 years. The annual talent show and production Bison Brevities took place earlier this week. This year's talent show featured 10 acts, including various vocal performances, yo-yoing, and dancing from the hip-hop team. The popular movie The Avengers inspired this year's theme, The Revengers. The Blue Key Honor Society donates all proceeds to the FM Dorothy Day Food Pantry.
Well, thank you for watching this edition of SU TV News. We will not have a show next week due to Easter break, but we hope you all have a wonderful Easter.
Be sure to pick up a copy of The Spectrum and check us out on Facebook or Twitter.
Have a great night, everyone.
We didn't mention Sam.